Well, for over 20 years, Nickelodeon's own Dora the Explorer has been going on fun-filled adventures that youngsters all over the world have enjoyed so much. And it's been 6 years since she made a splash in live-action form, but looking much older in Dora and the Lost Sea of Gold. And well, Dora's back in live-action form, still bigger like we saw in the first film, in Dora and the Search for Sol Dorado, now streaming on Paramount Plus. But is Dora's new live action adventure a fun filled thrill ride of an adventure your whole family can enjoy? Or is this one not worthy enough to be searching for I don't know what? Find out in this spoiler free review right now. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dora, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around, I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the 2025 adventure comedy flick Dora and the Search for Sol Dorado. From Nickelodeon Movies, directed by Alberto Belli and written by J.T. Billings, based on the Dora the Explorer franchise created by Chris Gifford, Valerie Walsh Valdez, and Eric Weiner. Starring Samantha Lorraine in the title role as Dora, along with Jacob Rodriguez, Daniella Pineda, Acston Luca Porto, and Gabriel Iglesias as the voice of Boots. Now, just like Lost Sea of Gold did back in 2019, this film recreates the characters and reboots the story of the titular character and cousin Diego, who are in search of an ancient magical fallen star through a jungle while facing an archaeologist with a similar mission. Now, this film made its premiere on both Nickelodeon and Paramount Plus just a little over a week ago on July 2nd of this year. Anyway, now the film starts out 10 years earlier as Dora and Diego's grandfather used to tell them Incan stories. He shared about Sol Dorado, a fallen magical star that has the power to grant a selfless wish. Dora was given the map, which she believes guides her on adventures, and loves to explore the Amazon rainforest with Diego, and she rescued a monkey and names him Boots. Yes, now this kind of just I'm not sure. I think it completely ignores the theatrical film, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, though. In the present, Dora is on another adventure to search for Sol Dorado. Despite being resistant, Diego joins only for the last adventure. Inside a cave, she interprets a quipu. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. I apologize. Leading toward an artifact. However, the cave sets on fire a booby trap before Diego activates his rescue pack to save Dora, who eventually loses her map in the fire. Heartbroken, she assumes she is nothing without the map, but she is diverted by the Jungle World's new manager, Camila, whom Dora has admired for years. And so Dora decides to work there, but apparently becomes a guide on a ride with annoyingly scripted puns, where Diego holds the show of his cockatoo named Mango. And they discover that Camila is finding the Emperor's bracelet, which is the key to Sol Dorado. But anyway, that's all the story I'll give to you. If you want to know what happens in, you need to watch this movie. From what I've seen of this film, I actually like Dora and the Search for Sol Dorado. This quite comes a little bit on par with Lost Sea of Gold, but even though it has different actors playing the characters, because this, of course, was made for streaming and TV and not theatrical, and I'm completely understanding. But still, I have to say it's really something really good and what have you. Now, we may not have an actual Rotten Tomatoes score, so 7 out of 8 critics' reviews have been positive and what have you. Fandom Wire said that the film is far from perfect, often rushed, but the charming characters and compelling adventure scenes work out. That I completely do agree with. Parents Magazine has a review saying that with a more straightforward narrative, the film has plenty of humor, action, and great displays of teamwork. Definitely. Now, Rosana Maris Arias called the story and dialogue as lighthearted but noted its inaccurate representation of the Spanish community in a review at The Nerds of Color. Now, Screen Rant said that the film has some solid merits and a few major faults, but it's mostly a featureless, smooth blob of family entertainment. Variety called it a flawed, family friendly movie, which might have great value beyond its artistic shortcomings. And the Sire reviews that the film breaks new ground with some modest fun and a handful of laughs and ends up in the black creatively. Well, from what from what I've seen, I enjoyed this just almost as much as Lost Sea of Gold. I think the characters are absolutely really good and charming and what have you. And well, and the fun adventures and fun action sequences were pretty good. I mean, you're like seeing Sea of Gold, Lost Sea of Gold all over again. But again, this kind of makes you feel like you're seeing a kid-friendly version of Indiana Jones or Tomb Raider or I don't know what have you. But still, I have to give this film credit for what it had to offer. Kenny Wood does the film's score, and it's pretty good and what have you. The story, not too bad, which was, of course, the screenplay was written by J.T. Billings. And it wasn't too bad either. I mean, once Dora's working at Jungle World, it really turns out to be funny. I got a whole lot of laughs from them, what have you. So anyway, yes, playing the titular character Dora is Samantha Lorraine, who recently appeared in You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah a couple of years back. Yes, where she played the young version of Hope. Now I gotta give her credit for what she had to do. While the character stops frequently breaking the fourth wall, just like what we saw in the movie and the TV series, Lorraine explains her version of Dora to be more smart and quick witted, who would go through low times in her life and lose her important things. She does not like to sing much, unlike the previous version of her. Hey, I'm understanding why have you. I know it's a shame that this doesn't have much, that I haven't sang and why have you. Oh well. Scarlett Spears plays the young Dora. Diego is played by Jacob Rodriguez. Now, this version of the character is presented as more nervous and risk calculator. Unlike the original character, who was braver, the Sol Dorado wish is finally used for him. But I'm not going to tell you what it is, though, because then this would ruin the review. And Tiago Martinez plays the young Diego. Now, for other characters, we have Maria Gazon Toro playing Naya. Naya. Sorry if I mispronounced it. Who happens to be Diego's girlfriend. Yeah. Acston Luca Porto plays her younger brother, Sonny. Not too bad. Daniella Pineda plays Camila. Now, of course, she had recently appeared on the CW series The Originals, as well as the, the short lived Netflix live action version of Cowboy Bebop, as well as a couple of films in the Jurassic Park franchise. Now, she presented this character as the star of a former show, Camilla the Crusader, whom Dora had admired until realizing her intentions to be in opposition, and had lost her reputation after facing humiliation on her show. And has a pet fox whose name is, you guessed it, Swiper, although we don't get to hear it. And it's another bit of a shame is we don't get to see even a little animation sequence with any of Dora's friends, or even the Fiesta trio at the end of the film, like before. Oh well. For other characters, we have let's see, Maria Cecilia Botero plays Dora's abuela. J. Santiago Suarez as Dora's abuelo. Um, George Sleby as Dora's father Cole, and Oscar Roda as Diego's father Nico. Diego's mother Sabrina is played by Valentina Latina. If I mispronounced that, I apologize for that. And Elena, Dora's mother, is played by Valentina Costa. Yeah, this is the first time she's done an English type film, I can say, after only doing a couple others in Spanish. Oh well. And finally, we have Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias as the voice of Boots. And I must say, he's very good and what have you. I mean, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to talk about broken record. But I will say he was pretty good and what have you. So the cast is not too bad. It's pretty good and what have you. I think they were pretty charming and what have you. And wow. Like I said, the adventure action type sequences in a family friendly way were really superb in ways. But anyway, it just had a few flaws and what have you, but nevertheless, the film turned out to be absolutely funny and awesome. Just like what I got from Dora and the Lost Sea of Gold. If you like that film, I'm sure you're gonna like Dora and the Search for Sol Dorado. So if you haven't seen this film yet, I really would recommend you check this out. It's on Paramount Plus. So for my score, I'm gonna give Dora and the Search for Sol Dorado 4 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it an 8.5. So what did you think of Dora and the Search for Sol Dorado? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And you know the rest. Share my vids with your friends if you like. That might help, but hey, I want y'all to come and be a part of my Big D Nation. Let my videos, I'm just doing my best to let my videos reach out to y'all, okay? Alright, and next time I'll be giving you another mini reviews vid. Where this time I was going to do 2 more films, but I say I'm going to do 3 more films, and then you got more terrible films I've seen from this year. So anyway, if you like this, consider checking my other some of these here reviews with a little Hispanic feel to them. In the upper left-hand corner is my spoiler-free review of Disney's award-winning Emmy hit Encanto. Or go to the upper right-hand corner and see my review of Disney and Pixar's Coco. Or if you would like, you can check out my review for another Nickelodeon movie that was released theatrically, and that was the Wild Thornberrys movie. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.